horseshit.
Damn! Scared the shit out of me. Tomoe's brazen drawl snaps me out of my dead-eyed stare.
Looks like you've been sleeping in the sewer. It suits you.
I don't know what she's talking about. I can't really focus on what she's saying. I realize I've been staring at my computer screen for about 20 minutes, rarely blinking. My mouth is dry, as though I stopped producing saliva altogether. Dull throb in my lap caused me to cross one leg over the other in an attempt to get comfortable.
You know, I'm talking here. It's rude to ignore your superior.
I swallowed in an attempt to moisten my parched throat before speaking in a cracked voice.
Do you need something?
Thought you should know that Shinya and I are gonna hit the town on Friday night. Turns out he's fancied me for a while now. In the end, seems like the better gal won, don't you think?
I mean, I wasn't really interested anyway, so you do you, boo.
Seems that way. Is that all?
I can tell Tomoe is trying to get under my skin, but I'm honestly not in the mood to deal with it right now.
I thought you'd be more torn up about it.
I don't care in the slightest. Why don't you go sit back at your desk?
Whatever. Hey, maybe I'll meet you after work again.
Okay, yeah, just don't kick my ass again or I'm gonna call human resources, bitch.
Why? So you can attack me again?
Exactly. I realized my voice was louder than intended, and a few people nearby tilted their heads quizzically. Tomoe takes a cautious step back.
Keep your voice down, psycho. Stuff like that's between me and you.
You assaulted me. I should report you to the police.
Yeah, I should!
Don't you dare!
Lost for words, Tomoe turns tail and walks away. I sigh and lean back into my office chair. Why do I feel so exhausted? My mind flickers, piecing together fragments of memory from the bathroom a short while ago. That's right. I let myself get carried away in the exhilaration of my success. I temporarily stepped away from my own body and I let my basest instincts take over. But I'm in control now. I'm myself again. I'm Noriko, stoic and unflinching. I'm Corpse Girl, successful and feared. I can kill people as easily as I can manipulate a photo. People like Tomoe should be scared of me. People like Tomoe shouldn't mess with me. I'm in control now. Climbing the steps up to my apartment is always such a chore. I wish I'd moved into a building with an elevator, but I simply couldn't afford to when I first moved out on my own last year. These old apartment buildings creak and groan when you ascend the stairs. On top of that, you can hear the bustling of other people within their tiny homes as you progress up each floor. There's always a slight whiff of mold or mildew whenever I ascend the stairs. I wanted to chalk it up to the fact that the building is so old, but it's possible some of the residents here don't keep up their apartments very clean. At the very least, this neighborhood is decent. I feel safe in my home, even if it is small and cramped. And my neighbors are respectful from what I can tell, not that I really know them at all. In fact, the only neighbors I have regular contact with are the very same ones I leech Wi-Fi from. Some middle-aged divorced guy named Kenji, who lives in the floor below me, and his daughter Momo. Kenji's a decent enough guy, who works overnight, which unfortunately means Momo is left home alone a lot in the evenings. Momo's a sweet girl, perhaps 6 or 7 years old. Occasionally I hear her singing drift up into my apartment, but it doesn't bother me too much. She's just a kid. It's the very same Kenji and Momo that I bump into when I'm climbing the stairs this evening.
Oh, good evening.
Hello.
We're just on our way to get some dinner. Isn't that right, Momo?
Yes. That sounds nice. I hope you have a good meal.
Thank you. Say, are you feeling okay? You look like you've been in some trouble. There's dirt or something all over that side of your face.
Tilt my head and reach a hand to my cheek. Sure enough, dirt muck has blended into my makeup and caked over my face. Seems like my eyeliner is smeared as well. Is this from when I fell into the bathroom? Damn it, have I looked like this all day?
Oh, right.
I try to make up some lies so Kenji doesn't worry about me.
I actually fell asleep on the train home, and I guess the seats were kinda dirty.
Is that so?
You should wash your face and do your makeup again. I can help if you like.
I can't help but smile slightly at Momo's generous offer.
Thank you, Momo. I'll be sure to wash up and make myself look nice again. You should go have dinner with your dad.
The girl nods resolutely.
Well, I hope you're okay at any rate. Have you been working hard at the bank?
Oh, actually, I just work at the head office for the bank, so...
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Data something, right?
Yeah, data entry. It's a bit dull, but I'm happy enough.
That's good. That's very good. I know it's hard for kids like you to get good work in this economy. When you find a job like that, you really have to hold on to it.
Is it just me or does he kind of sound Australian? Like, I don't know, like, he sounds like he has a little bit of an Australian accent to me. Like, he's hiding it. But I can, like, kind of hear it. I don't know, is that just me?
When I was your age, I could only find cleaning work. I must have had a dozen different janitorial jobs. Before I met Momo's mother.
I've been a couple of times. It's not like I talk to this guy often. Rarely. We hardly know each other. So I've never heard him actually mention Momo's mother before. Most of the things I know about him are just pieced together from context.
Mom?
Of course, things are different now. I have Momo, and her mother isn't around anymore. Cleaning work doesn't cut it these days.
Dude, I respect you. Thank you for letting me use your Wi-Fi, but please don't trauma dump on me, man.
I was really lucky to get into security. It means I can work overnight while Momo sleeps, and I can still take her to school every day.
Security, of course. Now I remember. He did mention when we first met what he does for a living. If memory serves, he works for a private security company. I assume he guards corporate offices or parking lots, something like that.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Hold on to a job if you like it. That's very important.
Thank you. I'm happy at Temujin, so I plan to stay there.
Very good. Oh, Momo was telling me earlier what she wants to do when she grows up. Weren't you, Momo?
Dad?
Come on now. Tell Naruko what you want to be.
A scientist.
Wow, a scientist. That's a great job. I'll be rooting for you, Momo.
The girl blushes and hides behind her dad.
She's inherited her mother's book smarts, I'm certain. She definitely didn't get her brain from me. Anyway, we're gonna get going. Enjoy your evening, Naruko.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye, Momo.
Bye-bye.
Two of them bow their heads and follow the rest of the stairs down. Continue up the next flight of stairs, reach the landing, then turn the corner to enter my own apartment. The place is dark because I always make sure to cut the lights before I leave. Can't afford to leave any electricity running. My rent chews through most of my salary as it is. I flick on the lights and feel relief as the living room illuminates. My faithful couch and TV emerge from the shadows as I immediately feel at home. After throwing my keys and bag onto the coffee table, I slump down onto the couch. What a day. I have an overwhelming urge to pull out my laptop and check the website for new requests, but my body needs come first. I'm desperate for a hot shower. I'll need to cleanse my face, scrape the paint out from underneath my fingernails, and I'll definitely have to slip into a fresh set of underwear. What do you mean by that? Whatever happened that back in today took its toll on my body and my clothes. Well, the night is young, so I can relax later. Now it's time to start scrubbing. Convenience store is a little more crowded than usual. The mundane chatter of business people, students, and workers buzzes in the air like a swarm of relentless flies. Throughout the drone of mingled conversations, I happen to catch a few interesting words here and there.
Have you seen that one website?
Oh, what website, may I ask?
What do you mean by request a death?
My lips curl into a half smile, half snarl.
Since he always cheats, I thought I might upload his photo.
Ooh.
And you think Corpse Girl really exists?
To hear so many people talk about Corpse Girl's website is enough to make my nerves tingle. However, I know they're not talking about it because of Akine Tsurumaki's death. As far as I can tell, her death wasn't reported to the news as a suspicious case. The only source of information I could locate was her obituary. And that didn't mention anything about foul play, so there's no way anyone could know that Corpse Girl was involved. People are talking about the website in the same way they always have. Like it's just an interesting topic of conversation, an icebreaker, one of those things you tell your friends to entertain them. And therein is my issue with the website as a topic of conversation. It's just an urban legend, a point of discussion that inevitably fizzles out and is forgotten. People talk about it, people visit the website out of curiosity, but very few people take action and request a death. That's the part that annoys me. If people don't actively participate, how can I prove myself to the world? How can Corpse Girl claim her victims if there are no victims to be claimed? As long as the website is simply a talking point, a myth, an icebreaker, then Corpse Girl's ambitions will remain unfulfilled. To be fair, I haven't provided a compelling reason for people to take the website seriously. That toll is humiliatingly low. I need to ramp it up and step up my game for Corpse Girl's sake. Until I manage to do that, people will continue to simply discuss the website in hushed tones, like it's some taboo fantasy that shouldn't be spoken of. But with some more time and some more victims, soon everyone will know to fear Corpse Girl. Thanks to the constant drone in the convenience store, I barely register the quiet melody of a ringtone. Eventually, my ears become keen enough to pick it out, and I answer my phone.
Hey. Good morning, Noriko. Is this a bad time?
Not at all. I'm at the convenience store.
Oh, good. I wanted to catch you before work.
No worries. I actually meant to call you yesterday, but the day got away from me.
That's okay. I wanted to ask if you spoke to Shinya yet?
I sure did. Guess what?
What?
You start work on Monday. You'll be doing data entry with me. We might even get to sit near each other.
Yeah!
Oh my gosh. Really? Are you telling the truth?
Uh-huh.
Of course. When have I ever lied to you?
Oh, Noriko. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. Does this mean I can quit the maid cafe now?
Yep. Quit today if you can.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you.
Allie, are you crying?
I'm so happy.
Aw, Owie. Making Owie so overwhelmingly happy feels very good. I care so much for this girl. Her happiness is vital to me. She might be a little, I think I mentioned this before, but I think Noriko here might be a little, bit fruity.
I owe you so much. And Shinya, too. I know. I'll buy him a gift to give him on my first day. Do you think he'll like that?
Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's a great idea, Allie.
What does he like?
I managed to spell the answer to that without having to think twice.
Crime novels.
Oh, really? His dad is a detective, right? Okay, I can get something like that. Right now, I'm going to march into the cafe and quit.
Do it, girl!
You tell him. Good luck, kid.
Okay. Bye, Noriko.
The call ends and I smiled. Owie sounded so happy. I'm really glad that I could help her out. She deserves to be happy. Barely have time to select a can of coffee from the line of refrigerated shelves before my phone rings again.
Huh? Allie?
Sorry to call again, Noriko. I just, something was bugging me, so...
What's up?
Did I, this is going to sound stupid. Did I thank you for getting me the job?
You did, sweetie!
Oh, yeah, you did. A few times, I think.
Okay, phew. I just wanted to check. It was bothering me. And I didn't want to come off as ungrateful, so...
No, you literally did it like a million times! God, she has ADHD. She just like me for real.
You know what? Just to make sure. Thank you, Noriko. Okay, I'm going now, really. Bye-bye.
Bye, Allie.
Call ends and my brow furrows. That was strange, but maybe not so strange for Allie. Guess she really wanted to be polite. Shrugged it off and turned to selecting my coffee for today. The office atmosphere is unusually summer when I exit the elevator. There are fewer people around than normal. Some executives I rarely see on this level are hovering around in one of the glass screen cubicles on to one side of the floor. Oh? Something happening? I spy Shinya standing at his desk, talking quietly on the phone. He's nodding and bowing a lot, despite the fact that whoever's on the other line of the call can't see him. Spend some time looking over a spreadsheet of today's tasks, and going through it thoroughly. Shinya arrives in front of my desk, seemingly out of breath.
Noriko, has anyone filled you in yet?
No, what's going on? Why is half the office empty?
Well, you see, somebody within the company died yesterday.
Oh, shit! Oh, is that a Kane person?
Oh? Somebody we know?
Shinya shakes his head slowly, his expression gravely serious.
Nobody you would have interacted with. She was an exec, up on the 21st floor. Apparently, she never showed up yesterday, but her coworkers just assumed she was taking a personal day. People started getting the news in the afternoon. She was involved in some sort of accident, and now she's...
Dead?
Shinya glares at me. His narrow pupils seemingly accuse me of being tactless.
dead.
So, I mean, I get it's a tragedy and all, but how does this explain where everyone is today?
You should have received an email sent out by HR this morning. Basically, everyone is being offered professional grief counseling.
Seriously?
I think some people are taking up the offer, but I suspect some other employees are using the opportunity to skip out on work.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Regardless, what happened to Miss Tsurumaki was a tragedy. So unexpected.
Oh no, it was Akane! I blink a few times, getting ready to turn back to my computer. Miss Tsurumaki?
Wait, what was her name?
Huh? Ms. Tsurumaki. It should be in the email. She had a young daughter and everything. It's really sad.
Akane Tsurumaki. Though I've never met her before, her face appears in my mind with startling clarity. Self-asphyxiation, an accident. She worked here? I can scarcely believe it. It's true that this is a massive company with thousands of employees Japan-wide, but still. For her to work in the very same building as me, it's too coincidental. It doesn't feel right. This scenario creates more questions than answers. The person that requested her death, do they also work here? Would it have to be someone who knows her well enough to want her dead? Odds are high that they work here as well.
You okay?
I realized that I've been spacing out and I turned back to Shinya.
Yeah, sorry. Just thinking is all.
Well, grief affects us all in different ways. I think. The details for the counseling sessions are in the email. Be sure to take up the company's offer if you think it'll help. As for me, I think I'll be okay. Some quiet reflection on the matter should help clear my head.
Sure, okay.
Plus, I have a date with Tomoe to look forward to. It's important to look ahead in times like these, isn't it?
Ooh.
I think I read that somewhere.
Not Tomoe.
Ugh. Yeah, that's what they say.
Very well then. Do your best today, okay?
Right.
Shinya takes his leave and I let my shoulders slump. I killed someone from my office building, but I didn't know that at the time. Could my involvement be traced? No, I was careful to cover my tracks. I deleted the photos from my computer, discarded the burner phone SIM card, and trashed the phone itself. There's no way anyone will find out I was involved. Besides, I don't even know if authorities are treating the case as a murder. As general information goes, it would seem like it is truly being treated as an accident. I'm in the clear, I know I am. However, I sure would like to uncover the identity of the person who requested Tsunemaki's death. The thought that it could be someone I work with makes me way too curious. Watch it be her husband. Despite work being eventful this morning, the rest of the day passed quietly. Even Tomoe kept her distance from me. I wonder if I scared her off when I casually mentioned reporting her to the police? Not that I actually would report her. That would lead to that police getting mixed up in my life, and I really can't have that considering my moonlighting occupation. Especially now that I know I have a connection to Tsunemaki. I brushed my hair in front of the mirror in my bedroom. I removed my makeup and revealed the ever so faint bruise on my cheek, the fading token of my fight with Tomoe. Since tonight is rather cold, I decided to snuggle up under the covers in bed with my laptop. I crawl into bed and pull the plush blankets up over myself. The warmth and softness is immediately comforting, and I have to fight the urge to not fall asleep here and now. To keep myself awake, I checked the requests on my website. I'm pleasantly surprised to find there are 2 new requests. 2 in one day. My heart begins to race and I quickly open the messages. The first message reads, Request details. Today, 11:14 a.m. local time. Victim's phone. Image attachment not found. What? I thought I configured the website to reject requests unless an image is attached. This is really irritating. I got my hopes up for nothing. It takes a second for me to remember that there's another request waiting. My optimism renewed, I hurriedly click into the unread message. Request details. Today, 5:06 p.m. Victim's phone. Downloading image attachment. Yes, this request has been submitted correctly. The image is loading before my eyes. The new victim is male, early 20s. He's fit and athletic working. His clothing is casual, so it's impossible to infer what kind of work he does. The photo of him is pretty simple. I don't know if he uses it for his noise profile or if it's an ID photo of some sort. Either way, looks like a happy person. I'm not so naive to pretend I can't guess at the reason this guy is wanted dead. People's motivations are purely selfish. Questioning the death of somebody is guaranteed to be motivated by self-interest. So why did somebody want Tsunemaki dead? She was so plain-looking, so uninteresting. She didn't look like she was capable of even thinking about wronging somebody. Did somebody want revenge on her? Or did somebody simply find her so dull that the thought of removing her from the planet seemed appealing? I interrupt my own thoughts and return to the task at hand. Dwelling on a past victim won't do me any good if I want to continue my streak of success. This new guy is attractive. It's almost a shame to have to chop him up. Well, we all get what's coming to us. No sense in trying to avoid scarring a pretty face. Beauty is superficial anyway. I know that as well as anyone. No one deserves to be spared just because they're good looking. Beautiful people should suffer as much as anyone else. Beautiful people do suffer as much as anyone else. I mean, do they though? Do they really? I don't know about that one, Chief. Take Aoi, for example. She's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and definitely my type. See? Lesbian! Let's go lesbian! She is so gay! But she suffers endlessly at the hand of cruel stalkers and patrons. Everyone suffers, beautiful or not. We all cop the crap we're dealt. So why fuss over a beautiful corpse? This guy, or Aoi, or even Tomoe on a good day. Beautiful people die the same way as the average person. Oh wait, she finds the guy attractive. Okay, she's not a lesbian, she is bi, but still, she kisses girls for sure. The guy on my computer screen probably doesn't really deserve to die. I'm sure there's some petty reason his death has been requested. But I take all requests seriously. I won't turn a single one down. Corpse Girl's convictions will pave the way on her fame. With a smirk and a lick on my lips, I get to work. I've got a nice clear photo here so I can go out on the request. I hit up the DD, the database of the deceased, and spend some time selecting a suitable base image. I hesitate between choosing an image of a corpse with a knife in its throat or a body soaking in a bloody bathtub with its wrist slit. Either image would do just fine, but I really want something special for this latest victim. After all, I had to top my last success, right? Another 5 or 10 minutes pass until I guess at coming across the perfect photo. Thanks to my clever use of tags and filters on the DD, this image matches my victim's description perfectly. 20 to 30-year-olds, athletic build male. Corpse's legs are severed below the knees. Blood stumps leak their vital fluids from on high. The body is hanging from a set of power lines on some suburban street. It's perfect. Beautiful, even. It'll help me create a beautiful death for a beautiful person. I kind of have to question the story behind this photo. I wonder if the police ever investigated and discovered what happened to this sucker. Well, regardless, this will serve my purpose. I download the highest resolution copy available and save it to my hard drive. My fingers trace along the computer's trackpad with practiced movements, clicking, tapping, dragging at random intervals. The night carries on. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. My walk through the train station this morning is confident, cocky, self-assured. When I board the train, I even managed to take a seat for the first time in a while. I withdraw a worn book from my handbag and flip open the cover. There's a name scrawled in blue ballpoint pen on the first page, but it has become faded and illegible over time. I don't quite remember where I picked up this book. Maybe I discovered it at a secondhand bookshop? Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes that I can't be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Its aged cover and weathered spine both bear the same title. False Photography, a comprehensive history of photo manipulation. The book is written in English, and it's a slog to work through with my limited knowledge of that language. But I like to skim through it primarily for the photographs contained within. Examples of early image doctoring from centuries ago fascinate me. The book even features techniques and studies as recent as 1993 when it was first published. It's true that a lot of the techniques discussed within are no longer relevant in today's digital age. However, there's a hearty section dedicated to the art of manipulating corpse photos, something that I am very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of this section's content is that the featured artist performed the opposite kind of work that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, the artists in the book edit images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. In bygones era, when photographs of people were taken few and far between, a sect of artists dedicated themselves to honoring the memories of the deceased. They did this by making the photos taken upon death look beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to family members and loved ones. The tradition makes sense. Imagine if you lost someone dear to you and you had no photographs of them. Wouldn't it be wonderful to receive one last memento, a beautiful image of the way you remember them? Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrush and pen directly to a photograph to seemingly bring the deceased back to life. The impressive aspect of this process is the way they illustrate the corpse's eyes to look full of life. Even though it's a far cry from the work I do, I can't help but feel some sort of kinship with the artists discussed in this book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. Browsing through the images in this book inspires me to work hard at my own photo editing. Many of the pictures are in black and white, but to me, that only drives home how impressive these old techniques were. I finished flipping through a chapter and closed the book. I hold the tattered tome close to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. When I'm certain nobody's looking, I carefully open the lid of the large dumpster in front of me. The stench of rotten food and who knows what else assaults my sense, and I reflexively gag and sputter. The staff at the convenience store really need to seal their trash in plastic bags before tossing it in here.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I have to stop doing this.
The raised open lid locks into place at a 45-degree angle, allowing my now free hands to retrieve a small black object from my handbag. It's a flip phone, a cheap plastic thing with a shiny charcoal finish. I open it up and tap on the retro tactile keys, confirming that I completely deleted all sent messages and photos. Nodding to myself, satisfied that I've covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the casing and toss it into the dumpster. I then snap the phone in half along the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. The screen crunches into pieces with a gratifying underneath my shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my finger on the sharp glass. With hardly a glance, I unceremoniously launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I sidle between the brick wall of the convenience store and a narrow metal railing intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. Now in front of the convenience store, I finally feel like I can breathe deeply without the fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. That takes care of that latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I cracked the SIM card in half and disposed of it in the combustible trash. Now with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at a different location, my mind is at ease. It has been slightly less than 24 hours since I messaged my latest victim, that athletic guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my restless slumber. What do you mean by that? My general rule of thumb is to keep a burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I want to discard the phone immediately, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone else ever replies to the messages I sent. I'd love it if they did, but it is what it is. So really, there's no point holding on to the evidence of my wrongdoing for longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30th, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill himself today, of course. He could end up just like Akane Tsunemaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out until just a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic and fear boil and build inside him until he just can't take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it all for him, I can't be sure. I still don't know what happened to Ruri Hatano. Did she kill herself or did someone else snuff out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. I'm confident that this will be another successful request. If it is, I'll truly be on a winning streak. With butterflies in my stomach, I cross the road. On my route home, I usually like to trek through the small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings, as a lot of people walk their dogs, and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. Oh, so she's allergic to dogs. Got it. In the evening, the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. Wooden benches line the path at regular intervals, and at this time of the evening, it's commonplace to see a homeless person or two using a bench as a resting place. The city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. I try to think much about it as I walk by every day. I already know that many people have it worse off than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help, right? Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't I just end up homeless as well? I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. Expense to live on the outskirts of Akihabara and commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add in electricity bills, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. Don't even get me started on the cost of the coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can for 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. We get it, you're an adult, God! Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Coyote, I'd still only save a handful of loose change. And I won't have access to the familiar section I get at the convenience store. I'm just thankful that I don't go out for drinks after work like most of my colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save money, but I'm also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. Realizing I'm trotting along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up my gait. Toward the exit of the park, the silhouettes of two people on a bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries on in the wind, and I can't help but feel like I've heard the voices for. Is it gonna be Shinya and Tomoe? Oh shit! As I draw closer, a sinking sensation clutches at my stomach. I immediately get the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to home.
Ha! It's Noriko! Fancy seeing her here.
God damn it.
Noriko's here.
Tomoe and Shinya. Tomoe glares and flips her long hair behind her ear with a shit-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside the office. His face is filtered by an especially uncomfortable expression. I start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Tomoe did mention they were going on a date on Friday night. Plus it's just my bad luck that I would run into them on the way home, though. What are they doing here in Akihabara? I just say that Tomoe came here on purpose just to spite me.
On your way home?
Uh-huh. How's your, date?
We're having a blast. Right, Chin?
Yes. Of course. A great time.
Ugh, he is not enjoying it. What if Tomoe has been dragging Shinya along against his will?
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
Hey, we're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us?
No thanks.
I can't think of any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomoe.
Please come with us, Noriko.
Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but he brought this state on himself. Why should I have to bail him out?
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight.
Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat?
This bitch! Okay, fine, get the chicken. We're going to eat some chicken. Honestly, don't know what to say to that.
Say, Shin, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
This bitch!
I eat at home, if that's okay with you.
It's not completely a lie. Sometimes we eat at home, sometimes I don't eat at all.
Come on, come get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear, she tries to identify my flaws and insecurities just so she can rub them in my face.
Tomoe, you're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
Nope.
We're besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko?
Yeah, and besties also punch each other in the face, right, bitch?
Right.
Huh. Fascinating.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
Okay. See you then.
Buzzkill. She's such a drag.
I let Tomoe's words hang in the air as I walk past her. I'm pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all, or is this whole thing just to annoy me? Tomoe dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't have feelings for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomoe is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course it wouldn't be fair if I could carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomoe calls out to me again.
Your friend Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? How fun. I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's.
Oh no! I grimace. I suppose Shinya told her about that. I turn back to face them both.
Don't even think about messing with Aoi. That girl has dealt with enough crap at her last job.
Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now.
This bitch! I swear to God!
I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend.
And also future girlfriend.
If you had any friends of your own, you'd understand what that feels like.
Damn!
Well, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you.
Damn!
Yeah. I'm going.
Finally managed to disengage from the conversation, even with Tomoe's mocking laugh piercing the air. I exit the park, cross the road, and walk down the block leading to my apartment. Tomoe, I have to wonder if that girl exists solely to irritate me. Grin and bear it, as they say. That's what stoic, unflinching Noriko would do. Running hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. Saturday! I spent all morning trying unsuccessfully to calm my nerves. I'm anxious about finding out whether my latest victim has perished. It's afternoon now, so the time written on his photo has passed. My work was successful. I should know soon enough. I've already set up an obituary news alert on my phone to keep me informed. Instead of sitting at home all day and waiting for my phone to go off, I decided to visit an old favorite hangout. Public libraries don't get the credit they deserve in this age. They're quiet, calm, soothing. I can sit here for hours for free and just get lost in different worlds. Plus, they always carry works by my favorite authors. Sometimes the librarians are even kind enough to recommend titles that might fit my taste. I don't feel judged here. Nobody looks at me and mocks my clothing or my makeup. Nobody looks at me and asks if I've had enough to eat lately. Nobody makes fun of me, that lonely girl in the corner reading Lovecraft and calmly stroking her hair. Every so often I put my book aside and check my phone out of habit. Still no alerts. Have I miscalculated something? Did my latest photo not look convincing or damning enough to inspire suicide or murder? I find myself growing increasingly anxious and impatient.
Cthulhu, huh? You a Lovecraft nerd?
Hello! Blink twice and look up at the strange man standing over me.
Huh?
Sauce. Didn't mean to interrupt. Notice you're reading Lovecraft. Huh. In Japanese, too. Didn't know this book had been translated.
Yeah. My English isn't great, so I read the translated versions.
That's mad. Do they translate esoteric names? Can't imagine Cthulhu being easy to write in kanji.
Well, it's written in katakana, so...
I mean, well, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Of course. Kojiro.
He extends a hand and I can tell if he wants me to shake it or pass him my book.
What?
I'm Kojiro. You?
Noriko. Kurosawa.
Nice. Just Gojiro for me. No last name. Call me Koji.
You don't have a last name?
Used to. Lost it. Fire, you know. I'm just Gojiro now.
Ah, he has jokes. I like him. I like him. This guy's weird. His clothes smell like they've been stashed in the back of a closet for a decade or two. His face is unshaven and his eyes are scarcely clear and focused, despite being masked by a pair of thick glasses.
Didn't mean to keep you. Saws again. I'm looking for Nobel Sinclair. He around here?
I mean, I don't know. Who?
Writer guy. Did that book about befriending the dead? The librarian told me to check these shelves.
Sorry, I don't really know.
No worries. I'll find him. You know, you look like the type who'd enjoy his books. Not to judge you by your cover. Need a strong stomach, though. Messed up shit.
Much as I hate to admit it, the stranger has captured my interest.
How messed up are we talking?
Well, his first book describes dressing up corpses, taking them to dinner. Goal is to not get caught out. Mad, right? Like something out of that American movie. Weekend with Bernard? Or something like that.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Second book goes nuts. Main character fills a school classroom with bodies, all dressed up as students. Runs lectures and records them, puts them online. Best part? No one can figure out if these books are fiction.
Oh, just like the photos.
Internet says Nobel Sinclair actually did these things. Says he's doing time now, writing these books as a confession.
Interesting.
Right? It's deranged. Makes for a good bedtime reading.
Huh.
You want noise? Well, of course you are.
Yeah. You?
Yeah, at Koji Koji. Add me if you like. We can talk shop. I'm gonna find Nobel. Wish me luck.
And without so much as a glance back at me, the man walks away. I try to return to my reading, but the whole conversation just plays back in my head. What a bizarre encounter. I know, he's literally just like the dude version of the exact... He says like weird words like saws. Maybe I'll just head home for today. Being here has helped me calm down, but I am still eagerly anticipating for the fate of my victim. Besides, I have to admit that I'm growing a little bit hungry. Maybe onigiri, a rice ball from the convenience store, will tide me over until tomorrow. I gather my things and stand up, letting out a little whew as I stretch my muscles. As I head toward the sliding doors to leave the library, a little alert sounds from my phone. This is it! My phone is in my hand in less than a second. The screen unlocked, the obituary page loading up before my eyes. Article posted online today at 2:39 p.m. Ooh, Miku number. Keywords found. Mr. Accident. Numerical data range 20 to 30. Image data found? Yes. Saturday, May 30th. Mr. Eiichi Hanada, 22, of the Tokyo Prefecture, was pronounced dead this afternoon at a traffic intersection, 12:02 p.m. Coroner's office reports that Mr. Hanada was involved in a traffic accident. No other casualties have been reported, but Mr. Hanada is survived by his fiancée who wishes to remain anonymous. The funeral service has not yet been arranged. The image attachment? I quickly looked at the image attachment and can't believe my eyes. It's him! So he had a fiancée. The photo is the exact same one that was sent to me through Corpse Girl's website. There can be absolutely no doubt that this is my latest victim. I've done it again. My breathing starts to quicken, my cheeks begin to grow hot. I know from experience that if I don't get somewhere private and quickly, I may very well make a fool of myself in public. I quickly glance around the library for a sign pointing to a restroom. As soon as my eyes settle on it, I dash toward it, swerving between bookshelves and through narrow aisles. There's one door for a unisex bathroom, an unremarkable beige portal. Muscles in my thighs are tightening, and I squirm as I reach for the door. My hand grasps the cold metal door and presses down, only to be met with immovable resistance. It's locked. There's a sound of the door, a notice that I completely ignored in my haste. Closed for cleaning.
Shit.
I curse despite my best efforts to keep a low profile. My head turns frantically, looking for somewhere, anywhere that I can sit down and remain out of sight while my body reacts erratically to my latest success.
Yo, you busted?
What do you mean by that? This guy again.
I need to use the restroom.
I hope you can tell that my expression on my face is not one of desperation to use facilities.
On it.
But surprise, Koji strides up to the restroom door and begins to slam his fist against it.
Hey, cleaning time is over. Get out of there.
Hear a panicked yelp from within. Kojiro's commanding voice was more than a little intimidating. Within seconds, a terrified old woman emerges. She wheels her cleaning trolley around us, bows quickly, and disappears from sight.
All yours. About to hold it.
Thanks.
I dash past Kojiro, unable to believe what is happening here. I slam the door behind me and slip into a cubicle. As soon as I sit atop the toilet's closed lid, my legs begin to shake uncontrollably, and I have yet to lean backward to steady myself. Eiichi Hanada is dead, killed in a traffic accident. That could mean anything, but I'm willing to bet that I caused his death. After seeing the photo of his dismembered corpse, he might have purposely crashed his car. Perhaps someone else rammed his vehicle intent on murdering him on behalf of Corpse Girl? I still don't know how my power works. I don't know why these victims end up dead. But the cause of death ultimately doesn't matter. What matters is that Corpse Girl is victorious once more. I find myself panting, struggling to restrain myself. My vision fogs, my knuckles clench, and with barely a fanfare, I begin to cool down all of a sudden. Just like that, the overwhelming urge to explode simply sputters away. Huh? Breathing regulates, my legs solidify and rest firmly on the ground. This experience wasn't nearly as staggering as last time. Maybe because I was so confident that this victim would die, my body already prepared itself for it? I've already become desensitized to my ability to wield death itself? I won't pretend that I'm not disappointed. That exhilarating feeling I experienced last time, the complete and utter loss of control, it was addicting. I craved experiencing it again. Still, I need to remind myself of the most important thing. I fulfilled the request issued to Corpse Girl. That's 2 new victories in a row. 2 victories in a single week. As long as requests keep coming in, I can keep achieving my goals. I can do this. Full of confidence and feeling steady once more, I exit the cubicle and leave the bathroom. That strange man, Kojiro, is waiting for me at the end of the aisle.
Good?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for... You know, I really needed the bathroom.
Course. Been there. Gotta go when you gotta go. Look what I found.
Kojiro holds up a book with a plain black cover.
Nobel Sinclair's latest. Dazed by the Dead. It's a ripper.
Oh, what's that one about?
Falling in love with the dead. Read it already last year. Time for another go. Oh, here.
Kojiro hands another book to me. This one with a brown cover. An illustration on the front depicts a field of flowers.
What's this?
Sinclair's first ever published work. Strange Flower. Title's nonsense. This is the one where he puts corpses in suits, treats them to meals at fancy restaurants. Loaned it out under my name. You take it. Return it before the due date. Can't risk getting fined.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll be sure to read it.
Sure. Send me your thoughts and noise. Right. Be seeing you.
A brief wave of his hand and he disappears behind the closest shelves. I can't really get over how peculiar he is, but he certainly is making an effort to be friendly. I turn the heavy book over in my hands and look inside the front cover for a publication date. 2009. It's actually not that old. Definitely not as old as the fiction I normally consume. I shrug and hoist the bulky tome underneath my arm, then make for the library's exit. I feel uncommonly hungry on my way home, so much so that I decide to stop by a restaurant and get some dinner. I wonder if killing stirs my appetite. I often pass this establishment when I exit the train station in Akihabara. It's an old venue that serves traditional Japanese food as well as popular Western dishes. To say that I've always been curious about eating here would be accurate. I've been working really hard lately, achieving my goals. I can afford to treat myself as a cooked meal, right? Why do I find it so hard to justify that? I'm even going to eat at a booth tonight, another rarity for me. A waitress guides me to an empty booth and I slide in before looking at a menu. The house specialty, according to the menu in my hands, is grilled eel. Not exactly my favorite, in fact. Seafood of any variety doesn't sit well in my stomach. Decide to pass on the specials and order something I know I can digest. Omelette sounds good. I used to eat it like a lot as a kid. Omelet, rice, and ketchup. That's what's not to like. Plus, it's only 700 yen before tax. The waitress returns to take my order and I confidently point out what I'd like. She offers me a smile and hurries off to the next table. Perhaps my recent victory streak has given my courage a boost, because I hardly feel awkward or anxious sitting here, surrounded by people eating and drinking on all sides. I'm somewhat calm and at ease amidst the hustle and bustle of the restaurant. I almost feel like it might be nice to have company. A friend, perhaps? Aoi or even Shinya might be nice to talk to and pass the time with. Oh well, in a way, I do have company. I retrieve a book from my handbook, the very same book Kojiro lent to me, and I open it up to the first chapter. Strange Flower. An odd, apparently meaningless title. Still, it comes highly recommended by an eccentric stranger, so it must be good. My meal arrives when I'm in a few pages into the book. I thank the waitress and look at the omelette before me. It smells good. It's presented beautifully. I can probably eat at least a quarter of this portion without feeling ill. Pick up a spoon and slice through the middle of the omelette, causing a puff of steam to billow up. Throwing caution to the wind, I scoop up a good amount and bring it to my mouth. It's delicious. There's no other words to describe it. Convenience store meals I normally eat can't even compare to something like this. The egg is soft, the rice is fluffy, and there's just enough ketchup along the top. Take a second mouthful, then a third. I can't help but giggle a little at the thought of myself sitting here, eating like a normal person. All the people around me probably think I'm a normal person, too. Just a girl sitting at a restaurant eating her dinner. Another quiet giggle escapes my lips, and I gently dab my mouth with a napkin. I set my spoon to the side and return to the book in front of me. The author of this work certainly is interesting. Noble Sinclair. According to the bio inside the front cover, he moved to Japan from overseas at a young age. The book was written originally in Japanese. It's not a translation, but even so, the writing style is quite unusual. I can't quite put my finger on what is strange about it. Maybe it's the lack of complex kanji used throughout. Everything is written rather simply, in hiragana, almost like the intended audience is elementary school kids. But that can't be right. The themes contained within are truly disturbing. Maybe the author just doesn't have the greatest comprehension of writing in Japanese. Anyway, it's not like it matters too much. The book is interesting enough to keep me turning pages. I must be completely absorbed in reading because before I know it, a waitress is politely letting me know that the restaurant's closing soon. I nod and look at the plate of omurice in front of me. The meal has gone cold and I only ate 3 bites. Still, I'm feeling full and I really enjoyed what I did eat. Didn't even feel any added weight on my hips as I get to my feet. That's definitely a positive thing. I stretch my arms and legs, put my book into my bag, and offer the waitress some money along with the bill. A blast of frigid night air nearly sweeps me up off my feet when I step out of the restaurant. If I'd known the weather was going to take a turn for the worse, I would have brought my scarf and jacket. It's the end of spring, so unpredictable, cold weather is pretty rare. I guess I can't be blamed for not bundling up. Anyway, it's not raining, and I'm close to home, so it shouldn't be a problem. I head down the street and watch a few shop owners closing their stores for the night. They don't pay me much any mind as I wander by. My phone bursts to life and rings out in the quiet night air. I grab it and press it close to my ear for warmth.
Hello? Aoi? Noriko? Hello? Is this a bad time?
No, I'm just walking home.
You're out at this time of night? That's not like you.
I stopped somewhere to eat. What's up?
You stopped to eat? Say, about the new job.
What is it?
I spoke to the manager at the maid cafe, but he said I can't quit.
What do you mean you can't quit?
He said that?
Oh, well, it's not up to him. You have every right to quit. Did you tell him you've landed a new job?
Yes, I told him. But he said he spent so much time and money training me that if I quit now, he'll treat it as stealing from the company and he'll call the police.
What the That's bullshit. That is so bullshit. What the fuck?
What a load of crap. Hang on. Are you at the cafe now?
Yeah, you better be at the... I mean, she's wearing a maid hat, so I bet she is.
Yes, I just finished my shift. We're closing up.
I'll be right there. I'm only a minute away anyway. I'm going to give your manager a piece of my mind.
Let's go!
No. Noriko, you can't
just watch me. I'll be right there.
Hell yeah, you go, Noriko! Save your girlfriend! I end the call despite Aoi's objections. I can't believe how furious I am. Aoi finally has an escape route from that god-awful job now the manager won't let her quit? That has to be illegal. I'd never met her manager, but I can just imagine his type. Self-important, wretched, greedy pig. Thinks he's the king of the world because he runs a shady maid cafe in the back streets. Well, I won't stand for it. People like him are the ones that should be reported to Corpse Girl's website. I love to target victims like that. I change direction and take up a running pace. The cool air against my face is kind of nice now that my body is warming up a little. Thankfully, there is hardly anyone around this time of night, so don't feel particularly embarrassed by running in public. I'm not a terribly fit person, so it isn't long before I feel out of breath. I come to stop at the end of the street, heaving and clutching my chest.
Okay. I'm okay. Deep breaths.
After taking a moment to collect myself, I start back up. Walking briskly this time, I can see the maid cafe's illuminated sign ahead of me. I approach the entrance and read the neon board. Chateau de Cristal, welcome home, master. Drinks from just 400 yen. Table charge 500 yen per person. Open till 10 p.m. every night. I pass the sign and reach for the door handle, just as somebody hurriedly throws the door open and emerges.
Noriko?
Aoi, told you I'd be here.
I'm really glad to see you.
Aoi gives me a brief wave. She fidgets nervously and straightens the ruffles in her dress.
I can't believe you have to wear this ridiculous outfit.
I mean, I think it's cute, but, you know, I can understand why you'd be upset.
Yeah, but the costume isn't the worst part of the job.
I know. Listen, Is your manager still here?
Aoi hesitates and shakes her head softly.
You just missed him. There are only a few girls inside closing up.
Damn it. Ugh, I really wanted to give him a piece of my mind.
Noriko, it's fine. I can continue working here. It's not so bad.
Hell no! Don't even pretend it's okay. This place is torturing you. You have that customer that always gropes you, and now your manager is controlling you? I won't stand for it, and you shouldn't either.
But what can I do?
I'm honestly stumped by the question. In all my hastiness to get here, I never thought through a plan for Aoi. Damn it, that heartbreaking expression on her face. I just want to grab her, hug her, tell her everything's gonna be okay, maybe kiss her. So why can't I?
Aoi, I know you don't feel like it, but you're the strongest girl I know. All the shit you've dealt with over the years, all the shit you're still dealing with, you're brave, whether you know it or not. My issues pale in comparison to yours, but you still get up each and every day and do your best.
Yeah!
I'm proud of you. And I want to make things easier for you. Come work with me at Temujin. Just leave this place behind. Forget all about it.
Noriko.
You're my best friend. You always will be. Even if we can't be anything more than that. I'm happy just having you in my life.
Wait, hang on. Oh shit, she just kinda admitted to having a crush on her. Let's go, lesbians! Let's go, lesbians!
I'd do anything for you, Aoi. I hope you realize that.
Of course. I know. Thank you, Noriko.
Let's get out of here. It's really late. Come back to my place.
You know I can't. All my things are at home, and I need to check everything first. Otherwise...
And I'll calmly. I understand. I can't pressure too much.
Don't worry. I get it.
And the thing is, I can't just run away from this place. That stalking customer, he knows where I live, and, well, if I stop showing up to work, he said he'll visit me at home.
Okay, what?
Why don't we go to the police?
I can't do that!
And now it's dramatically raining. God damn it, and now she's crying. Without warning, Aoi bursts into tears just as rain begins to spill from the clouds.
I can't get him in trouble. I just can't.
Aoi, what? What is he?
He's... family.
What? A gust of wind blows down the narrow street, causing my hair to whip loudly in my face. I brush it out of my eyes and mouth only to see Aoi standing still here, her head down.
Stalker. He's... family?
What?
I could never bring myself to tell you. But surely you must have wondered why I've put up with it for so long.
I don't know what to say. I'm stunned.
So am I!
Putting up with it because you don't want him arrested.
Yes. If he goes to prison, the rest of my family will disown me. And I'll truly have no one.
You have me.
You know what I mean. I'm just going to go home for tonight. Thanks for coming out to see me, Noriko.
Aoi turns on her heel and strolls away, the click-clack of her shoes against the wet pavement echoing through the street.
Aoi.
Doesn't hear me breathe her name as she disappears into the darkness. That poor girl. There has to be something I can do. Go after Aoi, give her some space. Shit. I didn't know we get to make choices. This is awkward. Can I save real quick, just in case? I'm saving here. I feel like if I give her some space, she'll be alone. But if I go after her, I don't know. Chat, we're running a poll. What are we doing? Are we going after her or are we gonna leave her alone? Alright, looks like you guys voted, and looks like we're gonna have to give her some space, unfortunately. Aoi's gone. I didn't lift a finger to try and stop her. I know her well. If I chase her or pursue her, she'll just resent me for it. It took a long time for her to heal the wounds I inflicted last time I pursued her relentlessly. Oh. Okay, so maybe we did make the right choice then. Best thing to do is give her space. Let her sort her own thoughts out. She'll talk to me when she's well and ready. I just need to be patient with her. My phone rings, the sound slicing through the pattern of rain. It's Aoi, of course it is.
Hey, Noriko.
The girl burst into tears, her sobs reverberating throughout my ears. Oh shit.
I can't do it anymore. I know. All my life people have abused me. Taken advantage of me.
Aoi.
What did I do? What did I do wrong? You never did anything wrong, Aoi. I can't explain other people's behavior. And I can't truly understand what you've been through. Sorry. I know that's not what you want to hear. What do you do when it all gets too much, Noriko?
Cry.
Me? Well, I mean, you know me better than anyone. When it all gets too much,
I run. I hide away. I tuck myself into my apartment and swear to never leave the safety of its walls.
Put it this way. I don't deal with things as well as I should. Me neither. When things get overwhelming, my mind feels frazzled. And everything just gets worse and worse.
Honey, that's called anxiety.
I get caught up in little rituals, little habits, and I can't break free. I can't tear my mind away from the repetition, from the endless doubting and second guessing. I know. I can't keep going like this. Something has to change. As much as I want to help you, this is something only you can do, Aoi. Yeah, but if nothing else, I'll always be here for you. Whether you want to break down and cry on my shoulder, or use me as a punching bag, or just vent to me.
Vent? Like from the hit game of
Noriko, thank you. I think you finally understand. I'm trying, girl. I really am. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to quit my stupid job and join you at work on Monday. I promise. I promise I am going to get through this. I know you are. I never doubted you. Thank you. I'll talk to you later. Okay? I'll look forward to it.
Hell yeah, I'm proud of you, Aoi. Aoi ends the call. I'm not sure if I feel better after that discussion, and I can't honestly tell if Aoi feels better either. I sigh and look up at the thick cloak of clouds above. The rain continues to fall. I think we did good. I got the achievement, forge a bond with Aoi. Nice. We did it. We formed a bond with our lesbian girlfriend.